Boruto is an absolute hot flaming piece of garbage, and if you stick around in this video long enough, I'm going to tell you why. And before any of you little Boruto stands start crying in the comment, well, to be fair, I don't really care if you do that. But I'm going to preface this video by saying I'm mainly talking about the Boruto anime here. I think the Boruto manga has some really cool ideas, some good character designs, and maybe 2 new characters who I actually think are good. The rest is meh. The rest is sort of like vegetables in a roast dinner, you know? I could go without any of it and just have the meat and potatoes, the main attraction everyone's here to see. So this video is going to be broken down into 4 points. 1. The main poison that has slowly been killing Boruto since its inception. 2. How useless the side characters are. 3. How the only reason people even watch the anime was just to see more Naruto, Sasuke, and the other characters we actually love, and how Boruto and the gang are literally not even the reason people watch this own show. 4. That even if there is 1 or 2 good things about the manga, that doesn't mean it is good. This is Boruto, a diabolical stain on the Naruto franchise. It's power scaling. That's the poison that's been killing Boruto from the start. It's like the MHA quirk singularity doomsday theory thing. The characters, well, one character specifically, has gotten way too strong, way too fast to the judgment of the world. I, of course, am talking about Boruto Uzumaki. I'll put this as bluntly as I can. Boruto having the ability to absorb and nullify jutsu at the ripe old age of 12 is just such a stupid fucking decision that leaves the writers of the show trapped in so many different dimensions, I'm not even sure if they could escape if they had Kamui. And yes, you did hear me right. I said he can absorb and nullify jutsu at the age of 12. And I know what Boruto fans are going to say to defend this. No, it's not Boruto, it's Momoshiki, but I don't care. No matter how OP Naruto and Sasuke got in Shippuden, at least that was after the time skip where they're a bit older. Not fucking 12 years old! By allowing Boruto to have access to this power, it completely negates any suspense or threat of anyone who isn't an Otsutsuki or a literal alien ninja god. So Boruto can never go on normal ninja missions or have arcs like Naruto had with the Land of Waves or even the Sasuke retrieval arc. Because no normal human being can even remotely stand against Boruto already at the age of 12 because he has literal hacks stronger than most people in the verse. Not giving Boruto any real development or training in the slightest by getting experience doing ninja missions or learning taijutsu, ninjutsu or genjutsu. Bro just has hacks to beat any opponent that the writers might need him to beat, or a free excuse to keep the plot moving, / keep Boruto alive when fighting gods without any real writing that would deserve the payoff for Boruto to fight these gods. Or for it even to make sense in the first place! It makes almost every character and or action in the show feel obsolete, or any power-up / victory feel unwarranted and undeserved. Because there is no training, there's no hardship, no character development to warrant any of the power-ups or victories he is getting. It's just Momoshiki hacks that the writers can use as arse pulls whenever they need them, meaning there is no stakes in any of the fights and no euphoria when he barely scrapes out a win in a close battle. There is no Zabuza fight to teach him a strong lesson and deserve a power-up, or any Rock Lee taking off the weights moment where the side character does something insanely fucking cool. There's none of that. There is no stakes, there is no character development, there is no sense of these super strong, cool shinobi to strive towards that are also awesome characters. The fact that Boruto is fighting Otsutsukis while still being a child, forcing him to scale up to them and leave everyone else behind, both classmates and teachers, invalidating any progression or tension in the show is the biggest issue that everything stems from and poisons every other part of the body, that is Boruto. It's such a poor narrative decision to take the story in that completely leaves Boruto isolated and trapped from everyone else. It's so shit. 2. How useless the side characters are. The side characters in Boruto are all practically fucking useless. Having Boruto so strong at such a young age because he needs to scale up with the alien ninja gods invalidates all his teachers and older shinobi we got in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, other than literally Naruto and Sasuke, who have their own hacks in their own right. And they're also the strongest shinobis of all time! Who else is going to help him? Oh, one of the little jonin at the school is going to come and help Boruto fight off fucking one of the Otas. No! No, they're not! They can't do anything! It's pointless! Doesn't anyone else realize how terrible it is to only have 2 to 4 characters in a show who are stronger than a literal 12-year-old? It makes 90% of the cast and the greatest shinobi pointless characters because Boruto has to scale up against alien ninja gods he's fighting and not normal ninjas. And you can't scale everyone else up to fight the ninja gods because everyone in the verse is giga strong, which again, like the rest of Boruto, wouldn't make sense. This makes all his classmates so much further behind him that you can't even call Boruto an ensemble show anymore. You might as well focus only on Boruto, because this takes away from him being able to have a normal rival, friends, teamwork and camaraderie, because they are all weaker than him already. He can't rely on his teachers or his friends to help him, because none of them can scale with Boruto and the alien fucking gods. The only ones who can actually help him is Naruto and Sasuke. That's why all the major fights, it's only been Naruto and Sasuke helping. No one else in the show can do anything. God, Boruto's so stupid. This isolates Boruto and takes away from so many of the key aspects that made Naruto the show it was. You can't have a Boruto retrieval arc because his friends wouldn't be able to keep up with him. You can't have this collective feeling of everyone striving to improve and become stronger shinobi and being inspirations for each other, because Boruto already has hacks that puts him on a different plane of existence than the rest of his friends. There is no longer a collective spirit for Konoha and for this generation. Oh my god, this show is so bad. 3. How the only reason people even watch the anime was just to see more Naruto, Sasuke and the other characters we actually love, and how Boruto and the gang are literally not even the reason people watch his own show. I mean, this point is fairly obvious to everyone, isn't it? I mean, other than the flash forward at the very start of the show, there is nothing redeeming in the first 50 episodes of the show to do with Boruto or any of the quote-unquote new characters who are actually just combined versions of our previous characters. Honestly, try and prove me wrong. Try and show me a moment where fans of the show continued watching for any reason other than to see more of Naruto and the fucking boys. Oh, you can't? Oh, then let me just remind you of the actual moments that sort of blew up and the only reason people even remotely watched this show. I think we had Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen. Oh, and we just look at that, Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen again, where we're in Baryon mode. And I think the list pretty much stops there. Boruto and Shikadai, any of these other little rugrats, gave us, the audience, no reason to continue watching the show. Everyone is almost a blatant carbon copy of their parents. The world is less interesting through Boruto's eyes, and there isn't one new interesting character that gets introduced until we finally meet Kawaki. Other than Himawari, she's adorable and she should have been the main character of the show. So I hope Boruto is happy knowing his legacy is still completely in his dad's shadow. 4. That even if there is 1 or 2 good things about the manga, that doesn't mean that Boruto is good. I'm assuming all Boruto fans were waiting for the moment I talk about the time skip and all the shit they're doing currently in the manga as the reason Boruto is a good character and he's such a great MC and his dynamic with Kawaki is great and blah 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 blah. I don't care. I will admit, like I did at the start of the video, eventually Boruto does introduce some really fresh and new characters who are a breath of fresh air amidst the mediocrity that is Boruto. However, this doesn't excuse any of the previous issues that have been plaguing the show for years. I'm sorry, no matter how cool Barrio Mode was, or how cool Sasuke and Naruto vs Jigen was, or how Boruto is such a cool and deep MC because now he's been made the villain in his own show, I don't care. It's all very cool ideas. I actually like them. And again, I also think introducing Kawaki and giving Naruto another son whose love for Naruto was the reason he ended up becoming a misguided villain, putting Boruto on this path, all to try and protect his father, the person who saved him and the only person to show him love. I think that's all fantastic character writing and makes his relationship with Boruto a lot more meaningful and emotional for everything that's going to happen down the line. P.S. is going to be a repeat of the Naruto ending where Boruto wins and Kawaki stops being a bad guy. But again, just because that stuff happens and finally brings us something decent hundreds of episodes into the show doesn't ignore the blatant power scaling issues, the lack of any real character development.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
The uselessness of almost every side character and just blatant shitty writing for years. No matter how good the time skip is and how good a character Boruto becomes, these issues can't be fixed because you can't scale Boruto back down to the normal human level. He is as powerful as the alien gods, and that in itself is a problem because there's only so few in the verse who can be that strong, making 90% of the world Boruto lives in fucking pointless. And man, if you can't admit that these problems will be forever present, and that Boruto's time skip being good doesn't retroactively fix the shitty slop we've got for years, then you really are just an illogical person who will forever just blindly think Boruto is great because you loved Naruto as a child and you were sided with nostalgia over reason. Character designs in the manga are cool though.